We got more Ryuki news. We got more Ryuki news. So, Kamen Rider Abyss. Y'all remember Kamen Rider Abyss? Because I do not. But thankfully, the article that I posted in the chat and the description box, if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, I have looked into again, it's in the article, who Abyss was, because I completely forgot. So here's the thing, right? So apparently Toei announced that in the Rider Time Ryuki episodes, not only will there be the return of the Rider Battle Royale, which was something that was in Kamen Rider Decade's version of Kamen Rider Ryuki, but also we will be getting Kamen Rider Abyss. Yes, Kamen Rider Abyss. So again, if you don't remember who that was from Decade. So, and you know, I should have the graphic up right now. I'll get a graphic as we're talking about this. But yeah, Kamen Rider Abyss. I'm extremely confused because I'm wondering now I'm feeling a little bit less hyped because I'm wondering if this is going to take place in that world rather than maybe trying to bring Abyss in. Because if they're trying to bring Abyss in, that'd actually be very interesting. But if they're trying to say, no, this is the world from Decade, I'm not interested. Now, it's funny. When I was younger, I thought, oh, but it would be interesting if we could eventually visit these worlds again. And I thought that would be cool eventually, but not in a canon situation. Like, we're supposed to be looking at this as if this is the canon version of Ryuki, and I don't know if I want the canon version of Ryuki to be the Decade version. That's just my take on it. I don't think there was anything terribly wrong. I actually enjoyed the differences in that world. It was a very interesting world. If you're going to do something different, that was actually pretty cool. But to me, a lot of the Decade worlds, even though I actually, Decade was my first Kamen Rider, so I don't hate Decade as much as other people do, but my problem is that if you're going to go that different, it might as well have been another Kamen Rider altogether. It didn't feel like it was. By the way, so didn't feel like it was Ryuki. So as you guys can see here, I'm actually going to take down the Ryuki graphic. All right, let's look at Abyss in all of his glory. Yeah, so that's Abyss. He was based on a shark, and I think it's a great design, by the way. So again, I love the design. I liked it in Decade, I like it here, but I'm hoping it's weaving in Abyss and perhaps taking that concept from Decade and just bringing it into Ryuki rather than trying to say, no, this is canon Ryuki. Also, if Shinobi's involved in some way, then I'm wondering if this Ryuki is going to be a Ryuki future in the Geo timeline or the Zeo timeline. So a lot of questions that have to be asked until we see it. But either way, though, I'm interested. Oh, I'm intrigued. Maybe there's more questions than answers. I think at this point, even though we can see what actors are returning, there still are more questions than answers. And I think, in a way, that does make you want to watch, I guess. And also, 3 episodes, it's not that, it's not that long to watch and get invested in, especially if you don't like something. You can just watch the 1 episode and be good, or feel like, it's not that bad, so let me watch the next 2. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about this, because at first I thought, oh, Abyss, they're weaving it into the, they're weaving the Decade stuff, because they made the suit, so let's weave that into the real canon. But when that's the one you think, but when the Rider Battle Royale is here, if it's the same one, because the thing is, here's the thing, if it's Rider Battle Royale like the way it was in Ryuki, and that's just what they called it, and I've forgotten, my apologies, but I'm wondering if the Battle Royale is being done as the trial. So I don't know, because if it's not being done as the trial, don't worry about some of the stuff that I've said. That's just pure speculation. Don't worry about it. But yeah, if it's the Battle Royale, Tatakai, the way Kamen Rider Ryuki was as a whole, and none of the law stuff is brought in, yeah, I'm happy with this, and I'm fine with it not in any way referencing Decade, but bringing Abyss in, because I want Abyss to be brought in. Again, great design. It would be a different character, of course. I don't believe we know if the actor. Yeah, so we don't know if the actor who is playing Abyss is coming back. We do know that Abyss himself is. So yeah, very interesting stuff. Tell me what you guys think down below. Are you a fan of this? Are you a fan of Abyss popping in here? Are you a fan of the Riders still fighting yet again? 3 episodes. We don't know what they're really going to be able to do in this. But either way, though, tell me what you guys think about all of this kind of stuff. And tell me what you think about Decade, too, if you think that I'm wrong or right, or maybe being too kind about Decade. Tell me about all of that stuff down below.